Hi, everybody. Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com. Happy Thursday. Coming at you with a jumbo case of 2025 Bowman Baseball. This is pick your team number 7. Remember, there was a different paper base spot. Obviously, numbered paper cards will still go to their teams, but all the non-numbered base Bowman first paper rookie cards will go to that one spot, which was picked up by Capola. Big thanks to the rest of you here for getting in on it on a Thursday. Terry with Last Spot Mojo, Rockies, good luck, man. Big team. Good luck to everybody. A lot of big teams on here. I mean, you should send if you don't do well here, Terry, you should send a letter to Bowman. Mr. Bowman. Let's see what we got here. There it is. Good luck. Alright, and of course, jumbo, as you know, 3 autographs per box. All card chip. Good luck, everybody. Rex is saying Cubs have this year and next year to win another World Series in order to say they got 2 in 10 years. Well, I'll tell you that that's not going to happen until the Cubs get more pitching. I mean, just Imanaga is just not enough. They got to address, you know, I mean, they should have gotten broken the bank for like Corbin Burns or something like that. Even before the Justin Steele injury and all that stuff. You were also asking earlier, when does a prospect not become a prospect? I don't know. I don't know if there's like an actual like cutoff that publications use, like Fangraphs or something like that, but I would say once a prospect kind of graduates, gets into the majors and becomes like, you know, a regular, I guess, player, I guess. Probably that's when. So, like, I don't know, I guess if Roman Anthony gets called up at some point, they probably would still consider him a prospect for the remainder of this season until next. He might go up, come back down. Don't know. But yeah, maybe when their rookie eligibility is gobbled up, maybe then they stop becoming a prospect after that. That's kind of that'd be my guess. Here's Christian Moore, 008 out of 100, and Jesus Lopez. This is going to go to the Rangers. That'll be for Kevin. All this right here. What team made it through the playoffs and a World Series with not so good pitching? The 2024 Dodgers, which was an anomaly. Remember, they pieced together. They lost a lot of starters. Here's Red rookie Rhett Lauder. They just didn't have their full arsenal of starting pitching. A lot of guys were missing, and they kind of cobbled together a lot of bullpen stuff. A lot of bullpen wizardry, and somehow got through. But that's hard to replicate, especially since relief pitching from year to year, from team to team, tends to be pretty you know, has a lot of variance. Correct. Charlie Connon, the number 3 overall pick in the draft. He's Franklin Arias, 64 out of 250. He'll probably quickly become a top 100 prospect by the end of the season, if not higher. Big 6'6", third baseman, a lot of power. Could do a lot of damage in Denver. There's a Slade Caldwell. This is a player the Diamondbacks are looking for, among others. Is that the trend? Convert tight end hitters? Yeah, he's 6'6", 215. I'm sure he played a little high school football. There's Thomas White. This is who the Marlins are looking for. 156 out of 199. That's going to go to Tristan and the Marlins. I don't know if you can rely on, like, young pitchers is always hard to rely on, Rex, even as good as Cade Horton and maybe Ben Brown has looked. I'm not going to be winning World Series with Matt Boyd in that rotation. Here's red rookie Spencer Schwellenbeck. It's going to go to Fess and the Braves. And here's Chase Mobley. It's going to be for Coppola. Cleveland, this is for you. I think Spencer Jones is the another big kid. 6'6". A lot of power. Jace Young. Should be one more autograph in here. No, obviously I'll do an autograph recap at the end of the break. Here's Jace Young, purple paper to 250 for the Tigers. It's David M. And Cody Freeman is your third autograph of the first box. 256 out of 499. Refractor autograph going to Kevin and the Rangers. And a bunch of paper. All right, good start. Box 2. Blade getting a little dull here. Let's switch here. There we go. Well, Terry, we'll know if Rex's Cubs, you know, are they're a serious team or not. I mean, Terry, we got a lot of break to go, man. Just because you don't hit in the first box doesn't mean your break is over. We're only one box out of 8. I'd start worrying maybe right around there. Those 2 boxes. Got to play to the whistle. You know, you can't start hanging your head in the first quarter. That's not winning mentality. We want to have that winning mentality. Now you gotta change that attitude, Terry. It's like sitting down at the blackjack table, and after one hand you're like, ah, there goes my night. All right, second box. Good luck. Here's red rookie Kevin Alcantara. Cubs. It's going to go to Matthew and the Cubbies. And the autograph, it's another Ranger for Kevin. Esteban Mejia. You're scared money, Terry? Not that scared. I mean, you picked up the Rockies. I think you're a little, you're more brave than you might think. Sometimes it takes a bit of bravery to win big in a group break. And we got blue, Freddie Freeman, blue paper. Freddie, 79 out of 150. Mike Bolt with the Dodgers. Another Thomas White. For Tristan and the Marlins. It's Caleb Lomavita to 499 refractor for Coppola and the Nats. Yeah, I think Spencer Jones is the other super tall guy. Could hit bombs. And the autograph is Hyun-Suk Yang, 476 out of 499. I think he was highly touted enough in Korea to skip the KBO. Usually a lot of these Korean players, you know, will have to go through some professional baseball before they catch the eye of the majors, but I think he was directly out of high school, I think, which is unique, so someone to look out for. You've got some extra scratch for your Fartcoin investment. Nice. Nice. Bitcoin's been looking pretty good too. Here is Sammy Stafura, 191 out of 199, purple paper. Here's Shea Whitcomb, red rookie for the Astros. That'll be for Michael. Here's Kobe Mayo and another Ranger, Sebastian Walcott. That's for Kevin in Texas. To $4.99. So 3 blue teams here. Ranger, and here's our first Charlie Condon. Slade Caldwell and a Blake Walters, 36 out of 250, purple Ray Wave. For the Royals, that will be for George. Slade Caldwell will go to Matthew and Arizona. Nick Kurtz right there. All right, box 2 in the books. Rex was asking earlier, who are the next sort of big prospects that are supposed to come up this year outside of, well, Roki Sasaki's not really a prospect, but he's number 1 on the prospect list on Fangraphs. Fangraphs has Roman Anthony as 2026, but he might get a call-up at some point. I think there's some injuries creeping up for the Red Sox. They may need to call up somebody. Dylan Cruz is already up. Sebastian Walcott, we just saw him. I don't think he's expected until 2027. Samuel Basallo might be for the Orioles. I don't think he's scheduled to until 2026, but I think he's expected to maybe get a call up this season. Maybe try to breathe some life into that team. Yeah, Ethan Holiday. Well, he's not even drafted yet, right? He might be one of the top picks in this year's draft. I think it's kind of like Jackson, his brother, but with a little more pop, I think. Christian Campbell's already called up. Rushing's already called up. Job is already in the majors. Maybe Carson Williams for the Rays. I don't think he's called up yet. Jesus Made is a little bit a ways away, but he's in this set here. I think Drake Baldwin's already up. Lawler's already up. Shaw's already up. Aiden Miller, maybe? There's that shortstop for the Phillies. Chase Dollinger's already up. A lot of people calling for Bubba Chandler, the Pirates pitcher, to be called up. Walker Jenkins could get a call-up this year. I think Ethan Salas is still like a season or so away. Yeah, I think that's kind of a run-through of the top 25. Bryce Eldridge, maybe. Might get a cup of coffee this year. There's Gunnar Henderson to 250, purple paper. There's Eldridge right there. So yeah, I think those are some of the players to be looking out for. There's Basallo right there. See, it's a pretty good prospect. And here's red rookie, Luis Angel Acuna, Ronald's brother. Yeah, they're saying that, I mean, Jackson Hall is supposed to be pretty good too, but I think Ethan profiles a little bit differently as a hitter, I want to say. I think he's more power. Here's Hyung Chan That goes to the Royals. That'll be for George. Bazana, I thought was going to get a call-up too, but just a couple days ago, he went down with an oblique injury. They say he could be out 8 to 10 weeks.
No.
Yes.
Who said that?
The team doctors.
Do you think they're a trustworthy source?
I do. So he might be out for a couple months, and then I don't know. I mean, he might still get a cup of coffee, but a lot of people thought he'd be more of a regular contributor this season. Here's Kevin Castillo, 37 out of 150. Angels. It's for Sean.
Let's go. I had Craig Kessler plus 200. Again, I got next LPGA.
Did you have Craig Kessler?
Yeah.
Then you got it, dude. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Good call, man.
I parlayed it with Mike Trout and MVP though, so.
Oh no. There's a Jesus Mate. That's going to be for William and the Brew Crew. Has it been announced? Wrigley Field All-Star Game 2027. Well, last time Wrigley had the All-Star Game, Rex saying that's going to be a seriously fun home run derby, unless the wind is blowing in. Wow, look at this. J.J. Weatherholt Gold, 50 out of 50. Cardinals. That was a late pickup. Chris with the Cards. The big prospect for the Cardinals. That's who we're looking for with the Cardinals. The 7th overall pick. It's a nice one, Chris. Congrats. But I think the last time... There he is, Chris. Congrats. Last time the Wrigley Field had the home run derby, had the fewest amount of home runs. Because I think the wind was blowing straight in. And made... So, wind dependent in the Windy City.
I think another factor for that one was it was only pitchers that were competing.
There were only pitchers in there? I think Ryan Sandberg was in there. Andrew Painter to $3.99. Green paper for the Phillies, William. So you got to pray to the wind gods, Rex. Do they make ticket packages for both the game and the home run? I'm sure they do. And there's red rookie Hurston Waldrop.
I went to the home run derby when I was at Dodger Stadium.
Did you?
Yeah, and the All-Star game actually.
How much did that run you? Oh. Michael's got friends in high places. Sasaki die cut. Charlie Connon VIP insert. Oh, here's a Kevin Professor McGonigal for Detroit. That's going to be for David. It's the big name we're looking for Detroit. Well, Chris, I'm glad you got in. You gave me the opportunity to pull you the big hits. It's Pablo Guerrero, Aqua Shimmer to 125. Yeah, Sandberg had 5 home runs. That was your home run derby champion. So,
Really?
I think so.
He won it?
I think the format was also completely different. Here's Spencer Schwellenbach, 420 out of 499. That's for the Braves. That's for Fess. I want to say, I forget what the ticket prices were for the home run derby here. I think it was kind of a lot. I think it's more than the All-Star game, I want to say. I don't know. Ticket selling in this day and age, I feel like is so I don't know. It's a little messed up. I feel like a lot of those, a lot of secondary market ticket brokers snap up tickets so quickly, and the price gets inflated really quickly. I want to say face value tickets probably aren't that bad, but they sell out quickly. It's the marquee event of the All-Star break, and then secondary market's like $200, $300, $400 a ticket. That card is smoking. So, yeah. And Wrigley Field also obviously smaller capacity, so I feel like it would sell out fast. Yeah, outfield prices I think are hundreds of dollars, probably $300, $400, $500 maybe. Maybe more. Wrigley's a lot smaller, so I mean, Dodger Stadium holds 55, 56,000 people. Yeah, start saving, Rex. I think a cheaper event during All-Star Weekend is the Futures game. I think that's actually, you know, a good value. Yeah, so that's already 15,000 less seats. And, you know, it's been a little while since, Wrigley has hosted an All-Star game, so I'm sure that's going to be a hot ticket. Here's Haesung Kim, red rookie for the Dodgers. That's going to go to Mike. And there's Ichiro Cano Hernandez, 239 out of 299. The back of the baseball card, Ken, says he's not named after the baseball superstar. Recognizable first name came from father's Japanese friend, not the baseball superstar.
That's like some LeBron level line.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. And his middle name's Cano? I think his parents were big Mariners fans. Here's Cole Fontenelle, 229 out of 299. Speckle going to the Angels. That'll be for Sean. Now, I wonder if those rooftop. I mean, that's not Cubs owned though, right? The rooftop seats. But I'll bet those tickets will go for a lot too. All-Star Weekend. Okay, so looking for two more autos in this box. And wow, another JJ Weatherholt base autograph. It's going to go to Chris and the Cardinals. Nice. He's got some good penmanship too. You like your prospects with good penmanship. There you go, Chris. Another one. Believe what are? There you go, Chris. Congrats. That was a late pickup, too. I think that was one of the final 3 teams. Right. They're not entirely owned by the, they're not owned by the Cubs, right? Unless they bought the building. Here's Richard Maddock, 113 out of 299. Paper for the Yankees. That'll be for Michael. And here's a Quinn Matthews for Chris. That's to 499. Oh, they do own. Okay. Well, the Cubs do own a significant portion of the rooftops, including Wrigley View rooftops. Many are privately owned. No, Rex. I think for the longest time they were actually not owned by the Cubs. I think the Cubs ended up buying out, over the years, started buying out those buildings and the rooftops there. Because they spent a long time trying to, prevent that from happening. You know, they try to put up, I don't know, over the years I feel like they've tried to do different things to try to block their view or something like that. There was attempted to do some legal battles. At River Ryan, red rookie going to Mike. And I think ultimately, over the decades, they just figured, I think we could just buy them. But I guess that's more than I thought. I thought they only had a fewer number of buildings, but I guess it makes it seem like most of them are now owned by the Cubs. Here's Ceddanne Rafaela, 12 out of 499. That's going to be George and the Red Sox. That I did not know. Did they build a new apartment building in that area? Yeah, Cubs may as well get into the real estate game. Here's Cody Freeman. Kevin with the Rangers. All right, and that's your first half of 2025 Bowman Jumbo. 4 more boxes to go. Second half, starting now. Another 3 autos here. 12 autos to go. No, I think he's not just a case hit, is he? If the wind's blowing the right way, Rex, yeah, you might just be able to hang out on the street behind the outfield. I don't think there are case hits in Bowman Jumbo, are there? Not in the traditional sense. All right, onwards. There's Elvis Martinez, red rookie. And we've got a Nick Kurtz autograph, 79 out of 100. Big Nick Kurtz. He's another tall guy. It's going to go to Kevin and the A's. Yeah, 6'5", 240. Big lefty. 4th overall pick. I think he got called up recently. Sean has the Blue Jays. He'll get that Elvis Martinez red rookie. There's Roman Anthony. There's your number 1. Might see him at some point this year. So Thomas White. Or Elvis Martinez to $3.99, and there's an Edglin Perez. Yankees. That's going to go to Michael. All right. Second half of this box. Looking for one more auto. Good luck, everyone. We got Pablo Guerrero to 250. Kevin and the Rangers. We got Hyung Chan to $3.99. Green paper. That will be for Kansas City. It's for George. Red rookie, Tomiyuki Sugano. Brian with the O's. It's a chrome J.J. Weatherholt. And third auto is Aaron Estrada, Orioles. Brian with the O's. Another Charlie Condon base. That's for Terry. Let's see if we get anything low numbered here. No. All right. Another box. Good luck. Where's this year's All-Star game? Atlanta, maybe? Where are the next two? No, this year's All-Star game is in Texas, it looks like. We still got 9 autos to go, Terry. That's a lot. Atlanta's next year. No, Atlanta's. Wait, hold on. What am I doing here? No, Atlanta's this year. It's not Texas. It's 2025 is in Atlanta at Truist Park. 2026 is in Philadelphia at Citizens Bank. And then, as Rex mentioned, 2027 will be in Wrigley. Don't need to rewatch the first round of the Charles Schwab Challenge. Let's flip over to MLB Big Inning, which is a nice feature of MLB Network. Kind of red zone-y kind of vibes here. All right, good luck, everybody. Why is that program not available in my area? DirecTV. Oh, am I forced to watch regional coverage then? I think I am. Oh, Chase Dollander, one of the Rockies pitching prospects, is going to the IL. The ticker just said. Red rookie Kumar Rocker and Jaden Fielder. 128 out of 299. William with the Brew Crew. Yeah, grandfather Cecil Fielder. Nice, a Fielder in a Brewers uniform. Let's see if we can find his teammate. Made is the big name that William's looking for. There's Nolan Arenado, paper to $4.99. There's a Made. There's a little, I think that's the piece of the die cut right there. And here's Endleth Urena. Bowman first autograph, Yankees. Michael with the Yanks. For one more auto in this box. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for getting in. Here's Jesus Tolero, 208 out of 499. And red rookie Dylan Cruz. Nice one for Coppola and the Nats. I think they're doing some sort of buyback program for those red rookies. Forget the details, but worth looking up. Weatherholt Chrome. Another McGonigal for David. And there's Naibel Mariano. Bowman first autograph, Reds. That'll be for Ken. And we've got Aaron Estrada, Aqua Shimmer to 125. That's for the O's. That'll be for Brian. All right. 2 boxes to go. Again, I'll do an autograph recap after the final 2 boxes. All right, thanks everyone once again for getting in. Light slate of games today. I think most teams are traveling. Orioles beat the Red Sox, or no, Red Sox postponed. Angels beat the A's 10-5. Philly shut out the Rockies 2-0. Toronto walked it off against Padres for the sweep. Yankees edged out the Rangers 1-0. Middle of the 6th. Guardians leading the Tigers 3-0. Top of the 6th, Brewers leading the Pirates 4-2. Braves and Nationals are tied at the bottom of the 4th. And the Nationals are still at bat. They only have 1 out, runners at 2nd and 3rd. The pitcher for Atlanta, Bummer. Bummer. And Mariners Astros looks like they just started their scoreless. That's it. That's it for the games. What do I have on MLB Network? It looks like I got the Cleveland Tigers game on MLB Network here. Tanner Beebe threw 5, just 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 6 Ks. It's a nice start. All right, good luck, everybody. Final 2 boxes. Here's William Contreras, 250, purple paper. David Festa, red rookie. William Contreras, the purple paper is going to go to William. And the Festa will go to Matthew and the Twins. And Nibel Mariano, blue autograph this time. 148 out of 150. Ken with the red legs. Back-to-back Marianos. Third auto of the last box, first auto of this box. Terry's looking for this guy right here. Guy on the box. We need Jesus Made as well for the Brewers. That's another big team. Slade Caldwell. We need a Kevin McGonigal. We got a O'Neill Perez, yellow wave, 74 out of 75. That's for the Giants. That's going to go to Kevin P. And here's a Red Sox autograph, Franklin Arias for Boston. It's going to go to George and the Red Sox. Oh, Yelich, Christian Yelich, 2-homer day for him. All right, looking for one more auto and color. Chrome JJ Weatherholt. Jacob Wright to 499. Mike has the Dodgers. Chris has the Cardinals. And the red rookie is Nick York. That's going to be for Matthew and the Pirates. And it's Jesus Made. Nice, there you go. William picked up the big Brewers straight up. Gets the Jesus Made Bowman first autograph. Awesome, nice one. Where does, I know Made professional career just started, but I don't know where he is on the prospect list. He's 11th. on the prospect list already. Top Fangraphs top 100, 11th. Future value of 60. Shortstop in single A. They're expecting him to get called up in 2028. Might get a cup of coffee maybe late 2027, but unless he's really ahead of schedule. Alex Mooney, 83 out of 399. Lava for Cleveland, Coppola. All right, final box coming up. Fingers crossed, everybody. Another 3 autographs to go. Good luck. All right. Final box, final 3 autos. Fingers crossed, everyone. Get the lucky rabbit's foot out. And let's see what our final 3 autos are going to be. Good luck, everyone. There's red rookie Jackson Jobe for the Tigers. That's going to be for David. Maybe looking for some Tigers ink here. Here's Franklin Arias, 321 out of 499. That's another one for George and the Red Sox. That's the first of our 3 autos. 2 more to go. Here's Ismael Javier, 57 out of 199. It's going to be for the Padres. That's going to be for Bob.
When it's time for new tires, trust the experts. TireRack.com. The way tire buying should be.
Things that he was featured in that game against Toronto just unsightly.
And Matt Wilkinson For Coppola. Cleveland, this is for you. Okay, so those are our first 2 autographs. There's Charlie Condon running a card shop here.
Exactly why they did this with Larry starting today rather than have that bullpen game. And I trust my guy to go deep into the game. Jackson done that.
All right, one more auto to go, folks, and we'll do a recap. Thanks, everyone, for getting in. Got more baseball on jaspyscasebreaks.com. Go and check it out. We got 4 orders coming in here. 3 are from Ken, 1 from Adam. So if you want to get something else going tonight, ladies and gentlemen, get your spots, get your teams. Link is in the chat, jaspyscasebreaks.com. All right, let's continue here. Got blue paper, Gregory Barrios, 41 out of 125. That will be for Coppola and the Rays. Red rookie Thomas Sagassi. That will be for the Cardinals. Gonna go to Chris. Lazaro Montes, 81 out of 199. Purple Chrome for Seattle. That'll be for Steve Kelly. And it's Alex Mooney. Final autograph. Another Guardian going to Coppola. Cleveland, this is for you. All right, and there you have it. Let's see if we can find, I don't know, something numbered or something like that in the remaining stack here. Maybe a low number, train whistle number. There's James Wood. Nice. Purple paper. To 299. 49 out of 299 in Coppola with the Nats. And a number 15, J.J. Weatherholt to end things. Thanks, everybody. I don't think that's the case, Terry. But I appreciate you giving it a shot. Sorry, man. Got to apologize to a lot of people in this break, but congrats to the people who did hit. It's the name of the game. Appreciate you, folks. Here's the recap. Cardinals did very well. Nice gold, J.J. Weatherholt. That was strong. And there you have it. Thanks, everybody. I'm Joe for jaspyscasebreaks.com. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you getting in. More in the store. Go check it out. I'll see you next time for the next one. Bye-bye.